Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Psycho, and I've got another Walking Dead video for y'all today, and this one is going to be really interesting in my opinion. It's about Carol's new mentality, and why she has come across this mentality so recently. I have a lot of reasoning for this, and I do want to share it with you all, but first let's start off with the beginning of the episode, and how it connects back later to Carol at the end of the episode. Let's go to the scene where Carol and Daryl are sitting on the steps of the porch by his motorcycle, and Daryl tells Carol that he wishes he would have killed the man known as Dwight, the guy he met in the episode titled Always Accountable, where he stole his bike and his crossbow, and he says that he should have killed him. Now remember this statement, because this is definitely going to come back to connect to Carol. Towards the end of the episode, we see that Dwight was the person that killed Denise, and Daryl was starting to like Denise as she shared her story more and more with him, and she was starting to grow on him. Now right as this was happening, Dwight killed her. He shot her through the eye with his crossbow. And in my opinion, not only does Daryl feel guilty because it's his crossbow, but also because of the fact to where it goes back in the beginning where he says, I should have killed this man. And now the fact that he chose not to kill Dwight, he feels like he's sort of responsible for this happening. Even though Denise was the one who wanted to go there, he still feels as if he is responsible simply because that is someone he feels as if he should have killed. And now that he didn't kill that person, it has come back to haunt him. Now, once we have this knowledge, we connect it to the very end of the episode where we see that Carol is leaving, and she leaves a note to Tobin, and Tobin gives it to Rick. And there is a lot of in-depth things that you can analyze from this. It's not just Carol leaving on a whim just to add in a plot twist. It makes sense, and it has been building up to this constantly throughout the past episodes. Now that we have talked about the events that occurred, we can now connect those events back to Carol. As Daryl was digging the grave for Denise, Carol told Daryl, I knew you were right as soon as you said it. Now this line is extremely important and I loved it. The reason I absolutely loved it was because it made us think that Carol has finally realized that she has to kill, but in fact, it was the complete opposite. And that was why I loved it so much. It made us think one thing, but now that it twisted it to another side, we can understand it as well. It's just so awesome because it can work both ways, but it made us predict what we wanted to happen instead of us thinking about what actually could be happening. This statement directs to the idea that Carol knew in herself she wanted to think about how she doesn't have to kill, just like in Daryl's case, he didn't want to kill that person, but now it is haunting him. And Carol realizes, even though she doesn't want to kill, if she doesn't kill, it's going to haunt her, and it's going to haunt her group, and it's going to endanger her group if she can't kill. And she realizes that she can't handle this mentally. She cannot kill anymore. After all that she's gone through, all of this killing has finally been enough, and she wanted the confirmation that you don't have to kill. She basically wanted the idea to happen that Daryl didn't need to kill this guy, but in the episode we saw just what happened when he doesn't. So she was looking for that confirmation that she doesn't have to kill, but now that she has confirmed the statement of Daryl saying that he should have killed the guy, she realizes that she is going to have to kill. And recently we have seen that Carol has been hesitating, such as the Saviors at the factory where she hesitated to kill Paula. She gave her a few chances, and that could have endangered Maggie and gone south a lot worse. By realizing the fact that she cannot handle killing anymore, she also realizes that if she is around this group, around people she loves, she is going to have to kill. But since she can't kill, it's going to endanger the group, just like it endangered Denise when Daryl didn't kill. So she knows that if she is around them, she knows that she cannot step up and kill, which would then in turn make one of her people die. That is why she decides to leave. By her leaving, she feels that she is no longer going to endanger the group, simply because she is not going to have to worry about hesitating when she needs to kill for the group. And this is extremely important. At first you may just think, oh, Carol is having this Morgan mentality. But now if we connect it to the idea of what Daryl said in the beginning of the episode, I find this extremely interesting, and I have to give a ton of props to the writers because these are statements in the episode that you could just pass off as surface value, but if you do want to go in depth, there is things to be explored, and I love it when a TV show does that. I hope all of you all understand what I'm talking about here. I'm basically saying that by Carol confirming what Daryl said in the beginning of the episode of how he should have killed this person, she now realizes that that statement was true and that Daryl should have killed this person because it came back to haunt him by the guy killing one of their members of the group. Now this connects back to Carol in a way of by having this confirmation, she realizes that she is going to have to kill people for her group and the people that she loves. But lately we have seen that when she is put in this position, she hesitates, but now she is thinking she doesn't want to hesitate like she has been lately because that hesitation could end up like what happened with Daryl and Dwight. So she doesn't want people dying because of her hesitation, and this is why she chooses to leave. In a way, it's like she's breaking that relationship with her group off because she doesn't want to hurt them even more. Even though her presence is wanted there, she realizes that bad things could happen if she continues to stay, and she can't stick up for her group by killing other people for them. I just thought this was so interesting because sometimes I just try to think about these things, and when I finally do come up with something like this that I haven't heard other people mention, I get really proud of myself just for thinking about these things because I think it's so cool when you finally realize something that has been there all along, but it's just you have that epiphany. It's like, whoa, holy crap, this is why they did this, and that is why this resulted in that. I really appreciate all of you all watching. It means so much to me, and I would love to see what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to write a comment and tell me if you agree with this idea, or if you have another idea yourself. I would love to hear it and interact with you all. Also, please make sure to leave a like on the video to show some support and express the idea that you enjoy these types of analysis videos. And I love doing them. These are one of my favorite types of videos to do, simply because it takes a lot of thinking and in-depth analysis. And make sure to go over to my Q&A video and type in the comments some questions you have for me because I would love to answer them. And if you haven't seen the video yet, make sure to head over there and type in some questions and I'd love to answer them. It's going to be for my 10,000 subscribers special, and I plan on doing the video in the future. I'm trying to make sure to give everyone a chance to ask me some questions before I start doing the video, but make sure to go over there and ask me some questions if you haven't already. Thank you guys once again for 10,000 subscribers. It means so much to me. The idea that 10,000 people watch is just absolutely insane. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.